Nathan hypothesizes that Captain Sully Sullenberger, the famous pilot who landed the plane in the Hudson River many years ago, that Sully actually was a good pilot in terms of communication with his co-pilot, that he asked his co-pilot for ideas during their now very famous flight that ended in the Hudson. So Nathan wonders aloud, if someone lived the same life as Sully Sullenberger, would that also make them a great communicator and life-saving pilot like Sully? So then Nathan becomes Captain Sully Sullenberger, and he lives all of the biggest moments from Sully's autobiography, including, but not limited to, Sully breastfeeding. I was crying laughing, and my wife was just staring at me like, what the is wrong with you? This is the case with you and I and both of our wives, that they're not really willing to buy into the silliest things we watch. The two best examples are probably I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson and The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder. And I made the mistake of not having Lexi watch the episode 1 of this season with me, because if you watch episode 1, this is another reason season 2 is more genius than season 1. If you watch episode 1, like Barrett explained earlier, you can get somebody who normally wouldn't be down for this type of comedy and strangeness to buy into the original premise and see it as like, oh, this is a real problem. He's trying to solve it. It may get silly, but at least there's a real reason for the show to exist. Lex did not watch that with me. Therefore, when she's suddenly in the midst of an episode where Nathan is swaddled like a baby and being breastfed, and breast milk is just shooting out of this
by two papier-mâché giants operated by people on stilts.
Yeah, she had a tough time adapting to that strangeness. Meanwhile, I'm doubled over, dying laughing, and God, that went on a long time. It's like shooting all over his face and all out of his mouth.
I mean, it was a classic like SNL slapstick where the bit is like something is spraying wildly on somebody. Yeah. Blood, milk, whatever it might be. And I love that.
Dude, it worked on me. It worked on me, man. And not just that moment, it's the build up to it where like
he's shaving, he's getting the makeup on to be the baby. You're like, oh no, where does this go?
It's completely unhinged, so weird, easily the weirdest moments of the season, I think, and somehow brilliant to me. Like, I loved this. It was insane. He's reliving Sully's life and eventually gets to the Evanescence premise. They show Nathan like reading Sully's autobiography throughout the course of the episode. And I guess at some part he comes across Sully mentioning this Evanescence song, Wake Me Up Inside, and that it's the only reference to music Sully ever makes, and that it's right after the iPod was released. So then he does a rehearsal where he is Sully and he goes and buys the iPod and then loads it up with Evanescence tracks. Long story short, he believes that Captain Sully Sullenberger, in the 23 seconds of silence that occur in the cockpit before he lands the plane in the Hudson, actually went and listened to
the chorus of
Wake Me Up Inside.
Evanescence.
23 seconds, because it matches up perfectly with the time that no one spoke in the cockpit.
I mean, that's pretty sound logic to me.